Yo, what's up YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to have a break from some of the series that I've introduced to you guys so far in the piece, so I'm going to do a fun video right now. If you've been following me and watching me, basically it's all about the TMI tag video. I want to put a shout out right now to to Mousy, who actually put my name down to do this tag video. So in all further respect, girlfriend, this is for you in retrospect to get to know me and you versus, you know, everyone else. So let's the dark secrets be revealed. For the ones who doesn't know me, however, before I begin this too much information tag video, basically, I'm AspieAnswersAll, basically, all about, you know, the mental health series. This is just sharing my life journey and experiences with my everyday health conditions, as well as being a mental advocate for people inside the autistic community and outside the autistic community when people need that kind of push, well, not push as such, but support and motivation somewhere in one way or another. Because what I said before so many times before, I would like to basically at least, you know, bring on the challenge of basically bringing in more people by just welcoming them in, inviting people with open arms basically, and hopefully make this a safe place for people to not feel judged, misread, or what have you. So in all further ado, guys, for the ones that has been on my channel for the last few times, on and off, thank you for your support so far and encouragement. Without you guys, I wouldn't have made it this far, which is kind of amazing with the support that I get from you all, because I've now realised that, you know, when we're going through certain experiences, we're not alone. Some of us will go through similar ones and whatnot. My expression can't say much enough at the moment. So no further ado, for this too much information tag video, as I said, all my little dark secrets will be out there, or as what someone's saying, not to touch the Pandora box, you know, and whatnot, but you guys will know me as you get to follow this through, basically. So feel free basically to comment below, and also basically for the ones that I'll be tagging at the end of the questions, basically, you know, feel free to do this video. Basically, this is just for fun, getting to know one another on a one-on-one, like versus, you know, what have you. So if I choose, you know, 5 names out at present, feel free to actually do them. So hopefully you guys can, you know, feel free to do it, you know, so that we can have a bit of a laugh along the way if there's any, you know, funny moments. I'm sure as how this would be for me as well, for the funny moments. So no further ado, basically, let's begin, and hopefully you'll enjoy this. So question number 1 for the too much information tag video is, what am I wearing? Well, I'm wearing my new headband, which is the brownie goldy colour. I'm not sure if you can see it on the video here. This is my short blousey top with my spots. This is my black pants. It likes, you know, many people like to see my cute little tush and dance around them. I'm not mentioning any names, but they know who they are. Number 2, have you ever been in love? That's a good question. I get asked that a lot lately for this one. Have I ever been in love? And like, there's many jurisdictions or meanings behind the real meaning of love, basically, to be honest with you. So in answer to this, have I ever been in love? Once upon a time, yes. And basically, am I still maybe in love? I still love the person I'm with, but, you know, things is getting difficult, but I'm sure that we can work it out as time goes on, despite, you know, our differences and everything. I'm just hoping he won't give me a headache or give me a hard time after if he does end up, you know, seeing this video. So humble apologies to that person in advance. I'm not mentioning his name. He'll know who he is, even if he will Skype me tonight later on. Number 3, have you ever had a terrible breakup? In answer to that question, in all retrospect, yes I have. Basically, as I said in one of my videos, basically that I touched on, you know, I have, and it was a rough time, even though I did have some good times with it, but most of it fell apart basically, as well as just basically, you know, like all relationships, some relationships can't be, you know, doable or fixable or managed to a point where we want to fix it up and whatnot. So, you know, that's okay, you know, every once in a while, you know, it's okay to be alone. Anyway, let's answer for that one is yes. Just to make it, trying to make it shorter, and you know, many people tell me off for elaborating, so I humble apologies if you just want a yes or no answer out of me with some of these. Anyway, number 4, how tall am I? I think from memory, the last time I measured myself was 5'5.5". I could be less than that now, even though, as I said, one of my nicknames is like short stuff or shorty. Especially for some of the people that I've been around with that are so super tall, and I'm have to, you know, wear platforms or something to, you know, make me look a bit taller, even though the danger sign of basically hurting myself in the process with heels. Anyway, Number 5, how much do I weigh? Too much there, but as we know, females don't want to reveal this, and it's true fact, but I'll share it anyway. How much do I weigh? I'm usually on and off yo-yoing in this weight range that I usually weigh. Last time I measured myself, I was 56.5, 57 kilos. I could be more or less depending, but it's like my body fluctuates, especially the way my hormones is acting at the moment, which is kind of scary. But anyway, it's alright. Number 6, any tattoos? No. I'm pure naturally nothing covered with tattoos. Am I against tattoos? No. I believe that, you know, tattoos can express certain things, certain meanings behind those tattoos, you know, about whatever it may be, even though, you know, my parents may not like it, but some people may end up, you know, using their body as a, art piece, you know, or what have you, but I'm not against some tattoos, you know, that are there, but then again, you know, some tattoos makes me cringe, just to be real here. Number 7, any piercings. The only piercings I do have, or once have, I don't know if my ears are still open, but I've only had one ear pierced at the moment. I might have to re-pierce them, but then I might have to just save myself from not doing it again, so I don't have to, pay more. So, ODP, oh, what the hell is this again? Okay, one true pairing, the favourite combination of characters in a fandom. The one pairing in a work of fiction. Good question. I'm into some Marvel series, you know, Captain America versus Hulk and stuff, which is kind of strange for me, you know, for some reason. I'm getting interested in those type random things. Number 9, favourite shows or just show in general. If that means TV shows, which I'm guessing it is after watching Rousey. Sorry for putting your name again out there, but favourite TV shows, well, there's too many to list, but I'll try and think of them. Home and Away, The Fosters, Switched at Birth was a real good one for me when I used to watch it, sort of thing. The Big Bang Theory, because I can so relate with Sheldon in some ways, as you know, because of what I shared with you. Mom, Mike and Molly, Wentworth, bit of, you know, CSI kind of TV series, just the original when, what's his name, used to be on it, Grimson. But then again, most of the CSI ones that I've been watching are actually quite good. And other, you know, police detective lines like your Criminal Minds and some other one I can't remember on the top of the head, even though, you know, that's my ones. Number 10, favourite bands, music bands. Oh god, that's a good question. Now, I don't listen to much bands because, you know, I'm no offence taken to the ones that will be watching this. I'm not a really heavy rock stuff kind of band artist, but then again, there has been like a few that I've been listening to that is okay. One is Red, Nickelback, Once Upon a Time Backstreet Boys, Boys to Men, any girl bands I can think of that are my favourite. I can't think of any. Oh, Once Upon a Time Destiny Child was. I think that's all I can think of right now. Number 11, Something I Miss. Something I miss is pretty much maybe either going back to study and stuff, and just to maybe study up some more if I have to, as I said before in my last piece of my video. Basically, if I have to gain more experience and knowledge and know-how to actually be a proper mentor / advocate for people that's like me or outside the autistic community. So either that or something else I miss is pretty much my fur babies at home, my 2 baby cats, you know, that lives at home with my parents, and I'm trying not to get too emotional with what I say. Number 12, favourite song. Many people may not like what I say here, but I've got too many favourite songs, so that's prancing in my head right now. So it depends on my moods, really, to be honest with you, in this one, the favourite song. This is, you know, bands and music style. So favourite song, depending on my mood swing, you know, where I'm at, you know, if I'm happy, sad, upbeat, usually. One is the one I've been listening to is I'll Be the One by Stacey Oracle, or another one is by Whitney Houston, basically of Greatest Love of All, pretty much by Whitney. Number 13, How Old Am I? Well, I'm 29, but I get told otherwise. That basically, you know, I look younger than I am. You know, basically I'm my age, which is kind of actually amazing. I'll take that up as a thank you for that. I'll take that as a compliment. Number 14. What zodiac sign am I? I'm Aries, even though I don't believe in star signs, so bear with me on that. Number 15. Quality or qualities you look for in a partner. Too many to list. If you want to, I'll try to pick the top 3 to 5 if you want me to of this question of the qualities I look for in a partner. One is basically, as Malsey said, which I totally agree, is for a male and female give and take, being able to, you know, put up with our everyday crap that we go through, be it if it's our mental illness versus whatever it may be. That's number 1 for me. Number 2 for the top 3 to 5 is empathy and understanding of one another. Number 3 basically is just loyalty all the way versus the honesty. Okay. Number 4, sense of humour. Number 5 basically is respecting me for who I am and what I am based on my values and morals, because I've noticed in the past, and maybe in the present, many people might agree that, you know, for the people that I have dated, basically some of them hasn't respected me for who I am and what I am, regardless of my values and morals that I actually got taught, even though I'm trying to still keep them instilled in me. Even though sometimes I have my everyday challenges on those days, you know, when people question me on these values and morals. But then again, you know, that's all good. Okay, so those are the top 5 I'm listed instead of just the 1. So bear with me. I humbly apologise if it was supposed to be just the 1. So yeah. Number 16. Your favourite quote. Favourite quote. Well, if you were watching my video on the 29 quotes I live by or love, basically, like, the one I'm trying to think of right now is like well, the one I made up is dream for today, live for tomorrow, forget about the past. That's the one I've made up right now in my head of what I've been looking at, so you know. Favorite color. Well, that will vary again based on my moods, and so when it comes down to my fashion sense of colors, because, you know, the colours obviously will express different, you know, mood swings, obviously, in a person versus their personality, maybe, as well as the, you know, style type of their clothes versus of their, you know, patterns versus whatever. But get onto it. Favorite colour used to be pink, but now I'll say a light shade of maybe blue. Any light colours, maybe light blue, like. Maybe still a bit of a light pink, but not that too bright pink that I used to like. And a bit of violet, maybe. I'm not sure at this point in time. I could be wrong. Anyway, favourite actor. There's too many actors here that I like, so can I just label them as another top 3 to 5, maybe? Sorry, Miles, you can probably Google like this once you see this. And if this you say you want to see it, so well, I'll make it top 3, okay, if I have to. Okay, I get all this. As I well, actually, I'll make it top 5 because it makes it easier. Even though, yeah, I shouldn't be lasting over these actors because, yeah, they're only human. Anyway, right, favourite actors, listing them now. Johnny Depp, Channing Tatum, Zac Efron, the guy from Criminal Minds with the coloured guy, I can't remember his name right now, Shalem or something, the one that keeps calling his working assistant baby girl. I can't remember the name right now. And last one was, I lost it, but that's 4, so I've lost count of the 5th one that was on the top of the head, even though I don't watch much movies and stuff. I've been trying to be active without the TV versus the cinemas versus whatever. Number 19. Loud music or soft music? Sorry, Melvin. Again, I'm the opposite to you. I'm a soft music person, even though I define music. You know, many people will have their different reaction of what music is all about, basically. So therefore, basically, my definition of music can be different like everyone else. So me, I'm the opposite. I'm a soft music person, obviously. But then again, depending on my moods, I'm a lively one, not real heavy metal that will make your head hurt, especially for the sake of me being the way I am as an autistic. Basically, that's, you know, I don't like loud music anyway versus loud crowds and whatnot. Just trying to do my best thing. Number 20, where do I go when I'm sad? Either number 1, my bed, or number 2, depending. I'll end up trying to distract myself by being in the kitchen, or third and not least is being in the shower. Is the top 3 where I go if I'm sad, so I don't have my meltdowns as well, because sometimes when things get too much and I'm sad, usually I'll tend to have my meltdowns. If you guys been following me basically on my channel, you'll understand why, how that happens, and you know how long it works. Number 21, how long does it take me to shower? Probably a good 5 to 8 minutes, I could be wrong. Maximum probably 10, roughly. But then again, like, I don't like being rushed sometimes because, like, you know, many people think it's too long. Yeah, I guess it is, but, you know, I'd like to try and make sure I'm fully clean. Like I said, I've got OCD, so therefore I'll double check, you know, if I'm clean by, you know, double washing myself, even if it means I'm wasting all my shower gel versus whatever else of my products. Number 22, how long does it take to get ready in the morning? Well, that depends on my schedules every day, you know. Some days it might just take me 10 to 15 minutes to get ready tops because I don't, as you can see, wear the makeup. So that's less time for me to focus on makeup. But now and again, I will wear makeup depending on the situation. So, you know, then again, it will vary from time to time. Obviously, again, with how long it does take me to get ready. I don't like being rushed at, you know, getting ready in the mornings, especially if I'm with some particular people that wants to hang out with me in the day. So, you know, hopefully people can understand me where I'm at this stage. So I humbly apologise, basically. You know, if you don't like it, if I take forever on end deciding what to wear, deciding what to, you know, put on in the way of if I want to wear makeup or not, versus my jewellery, versus whatever else it may be. You know, but as I said, I'm all in the natural right now in the flesh, so I have no hassles there. The only time that it will probably take me longer is if I do my beauty treatment of my, you know, facial cleansing, toning, moisturising and all that, but that's okay. Okay, number 23, ever been on a physical fight? Define physical fight, because many people will take this as an offence with me, especially for the ones that used to know me. The only time I've been in a physical is if I need to self-defend myself, you know, from harm. So yes, I have been in a physical fight, whereas some of it hasn't been my fault, basically. You know, number 24, turn-ons. Describe turn-ons, please, peoples, because I'm stuck for that one. Maybe turn-ons is if you find my ticklish spots, that will turn me on. Who knows, some people will know where it is. Turn-ons and I just can't remember. There was another one that turns me on, but I won't disclose it. It's probably too personal. Turn-offs. Like I said this in one of my videos out of my pet peeves when I had in my rant and rave about it. You know, turn-offs. Okay, number 1 is disrespecting pretty much either the elders or disrespecting me in general when I get asked by someone in advice in advance of basically what they want out of me and their way of what they're going through, and then they'll just slam it back in my face and just, you know, disregard me and whatnot, you know. And another turn off is basically, besides the disrespect, is, you know, I'm trying to mind my own business, you know, when I'm socializing, when I do my best to try and socialize, you know, and that I am now trying to learn now just to give the other person a chance to talk, but then there comes a point where it's give and take, that you let me talk, and then sometimes another turn off is basically that when someone's talking, you want to get your word, but you can't get it edgeways. And like I've learned now, sometimes I've been sitting in silence, you know, while I'm just observing, doing my shape shifting, versus all that jazz, which pisses some people off as well. So it's a bit of a give and take there for those turn-ons and turn-offs, especially if it's, you know, sexual kind of turn-ons and turn-offs, but that was supposed to be as in a sexual manner. But I won't list any more of the turn-offs because I can't think of any right now, but I know there's a few more. Well, another one I can think right now is like when people are talking to you and they're cracking gum in front of you. There's another turn-off. Either that or talking with their mouth open with their food. It's number 4. So, like I said, I've got so many turn-offs versus maybe more so than my turn-ons. But like I said, I can't recall everything on the top of my head. So I'm just trying to be real and legit here as I go along. Number 26. The reason why I joined YouTube. Well, there's a few particular reasons. One, as I've said in my answer goals, is to basically educate people as well as to create an awareness and understanding about my condition of Asperger's syndrome, because many people haven't heard of this term Asperger's syndrome because it's not in the DSM manual anymore, basically, because now they're classifying Asperger's syndrome from memory as a form of autism. And another one is like it's like a little outlet for me, you could put it, for when I create my videos, when I'm sharing my personal life journey with, you know, Asperger's syndrome versus everything else, basically. So like, you know, it's like almost like letting off steam. Just finding a way to connect with others and being that advocate, mentor, and all that, as well as number 3. So those are the top 3 I'm gonna say for my reasons why I joined YouTube. Okay, number 27. Any fears, and if so, what are they? Okay, I have so many fears that I have been trying to conquer for quite some time, as many people may know. Basically, one is the fear of water, because like when I was 15, 16, and in the past, basically, as you know, I'm 29 now, but when I was 15, 16, I had almost a drowning accident down at one of the rivers, basically where I used to live while in school, and bloody hell, one of the guys obviously made fun of me, especially one of the girls that used to give me a helping, or just a group of girls that used to, like they used to be in a clique called almost like the Mean Girls example that you watch. Another fear is basically I've been trying to face my fear of, you know, confined spaces. Last time I tried to do that was when I was camping at Waitono Caves when I was an intermediate level, when I was 12, 13. Another fear of mine is just 2 more I'll say, but I'm trying to not dwell on them as such, is fear of failure. Like, you know, I guess that like time and time again I've been trying to be so much of a perfectionist, and to the point where I want to not please everyone as such, but just to, I'll do it the right way. I can't remember the right actual words I'm trying to say here, guys, but you know, there. And then the last one is basically like many others, it's either fear of being alone, or the actual real main one is fear of rejection, because I've been rejected so many times before, be it in a personal relationship. This is just in general with, you know, employers where I'm trying to apply for jobs at the moment, even though, you know, I'm trying to tell myself it's not my fault or anything like that, when I get the no or whatever off the brush off, you know, off the shoulder of people. And yeah, it's just, yeah, those are the top 4 I can think of, but there's plenty more. But like I said, I'm focusing on actually on my bucket list, facing my fears, which I've written cats before I hopefully decide if and when I can afford it to go overseas. Like I said, hopefully maybe my book can do something as part of my income. Excuse me. Try not to be emotional while sharing that. But now this question will make me emotional. Last thing that made you cry. Last thing that made me cry. Oh hell! When I was watching a scene on Home and Away where the bombing of the, you know, when they had their function party of a fundraiser, where some people basically passed on, and what made me cry there, one of the last series I was watching, was when my heart broke out and reached out for the ones that lost their loved ones, especially Evie, who lost her twin brother. This is her auntie. So basically that's the part that actually really made me cry. 29. Last time I loved someone. Last time I loved someone. Well, I should let share the love with everybody, not just the particular one someone I'm with, but even though I still love him dearly, even though he knows this, as well as, you know, if he does really have that niggling feeling of if we are supposed to be on the same page, if he does care about me and love me, but I don't know. We'll just have to go with the flow at the moment, like we agreed, taking one day at a time, even though we've got our key differences of basically of our different needs, so it's just a matter of meeting up in the middle somewhere between us, totally. time I loved someone, I was basically, not just my parents, especially who I love really, despite my disagreements with my mum being locking up things with, but also the last time I loved someone was also my very pet canine that I've adopted out as part of a family too, which is Oscar, who I've actually dedicated my book to as well. He doesn't answer me back obviously, so you know, that's all goes. Number 30, meaning behind my YouTube name. Okay, AspieAnswersAll. Well, as you know for the first part, Aspie is an umbrella term or clinical not clinical definition as such, but in the Urban Dictionary it states basically that it's a slang medical term basically used for people that has Asperger's syndrome. So therefore Aspie comes from that kind of that definition by Urban Dictionary. And answers all basically, I thought to put that in because, you know, in our everyday challenges basically, you know, of what we face every day, I know that we all go through similar situations and to a degree it's such as, shall we say, and that with that in mind, that I felt that, you know, with these situations that we go through, now learning that we're not alone with all these everyday situations or challenges that we face, that basically, that regardless what I've been through versus and my personal experiences versus my training, it, like I said in one of my videos, through Youthline, as well as just maybe my school training and just training in general, where I used to, you know, trying to, you know, socialise with the work colleagues I used to work for, that basically I thought, hey, why not? AspieAnswersAll, basically answers all to most of the questions, hopefully it's whatever throws at me, sort of thing. So hopefully that clarifies that part up, humbles if it doesn't, but doing the best I can to differentiate, trying to recall what I was supposed to say. Words are getting jumbled in my mind as I'm speaking to you in front of the camera. Okay, now I'm trying not to be emotional. Excuse me, number 31, last book I read. Last book I read basically would have been by Sarah Jakes, called The Lost and Found. I'm into some of the, you know, Bishop T.D. Jakes' daughter series that's going on at the moment, especially that Lost and Found. I'm trying to hopefully get into more of my, you know, what they call it, dedication time, or my little meditation versus, yeah, that's the word I'm looking for, meditation for that at the moment. So yeah, that's the last book I read at the moment. Number 32, the book I'm currently reading. Well, as you know, as I said before, the last book I was currently reading was basically my own personal book on my life story. Basically, I've approved so that it's all ready. So therefore, my book is actually available. If you want to know about it, I can put the link in my comments, or shall I say in the description box, along with a list of questions as we go along. Number 33, last show I watched. Well, as you know, as I said before, my favourite TV shows. So the last one I can think of as at the moment was, before it froze up on me on demand last night, was Mom. That's one. Okay, number 34, last person I talked to. Well, this morning actually, while where I'm living, basically, the person I'm living with, Border. I won't mention his name, but hey. Anyway, relationship between you and the person you last text. Okay, the last person I texted was last night. Daniel Flattery, who's a mate, or shall we call him an acquaintance? I'll call him an acquaintance. Well, he calls me a best friend, because, like what I said, that like I've been getting a lot of actually compliment on this, that I've been supportive and, you know, whatnot to others, despite what I've been through. I'm always trying to put a smile on my face, regardless of, you know, hiding under my mask of depression and everything else that goes on. So, big thumbs up for you, Daniel, if you do decide to watch this. Number 36, favourite food. Too many to list. If it's a favourite style of food, I could tell you right now, is my Italian versus Mexican. I've tried some of the Turkish foods, so some of the Turkish foods I'm okay with as well as Greek, so those would feel type favourite style foods if you want it as that. But if you want to fairness, it's like lasagna or anything pasta baked, you know, even though I'm trying to make sure not to really have too many carbs in me, but maybe I'm trying to balance out what I need in my diet right now. Okay, number 37. Places or place you want to visit. As I said before, I have too many to list at the moment as I've been, you know, holiday planning. This is, you know, always visiting where I want to be, you know, travelling wise, even that's going to be a scary thought, getting out of my comfort zone basically, as well as field flying, so it's going to be my first time if I do end up managing this, but I'm hoping to trial out basically if I have to, like someone suggested, to hop skip jump to Aussie before I do the big ollie, if I do decide to, before I become an internship or a mentor or whatever based on my book, because my book could be my everyday job versus, you know, maybe hopefully through that job, book, journey, or open doors. I'm sure that's how it will, with the right, you know, mindset and attitude towards it. Number 39, do I have a crush? Obviously I do, but I'm not revealing the names because obviously I've got some secret crushes, basically, but one crush is obviously he still knows if I still love him dearly is what I'm trying to do with over there. Yeah, we'll see how we go and how we last, because obviously, you know, as we know, you know, things happen. Last time you kissed someone. Eek. Okay. Last time I kissed someone. Like I said to the border while we were reading these questions out loud and thinking it through how I'm going to answer these to you honestly and, you know, transparently as possible. That depends on how you would define kiss someone, because if I want to call the very canine Oscar someone as well, I'll go for that. Oscar the dog. Obviously this morning, which is sad, but then again, obviously last time I kissed someone was Sunday afternoon after you know, he and I had coffee. Anyway, 42, flavour of sweets. Too many. Okay, licorice is my favourite go-to, as well as my chocolate. This is basically some of the soft sweets, like basically those jello ones, you know, like strawberries and cream, this is peaches and creams, as well as my Starburst range. So those are my favourite sweets at the moment, just favourite, yeah. As well as maybe, you know, strawberry fruity kind of flavour versus chocolate, and I can't end up, yeah, licorice. So those are the 3 ones. Anyway, 43, instrument, so I play it or used to play. I used to play the keyboard. Back at the time when I used to play music, back in the days when I was in high school, as music therapy versus just music lessons. Besides the keyboard, I was trying to learn the drums versus a little bit of a saxophone, which I wasn't as good as my older sister, even though I know she might not be watching this, but she was a sax versus violinist, I think, from memory. Mum can correct me if she is watching this. But yeah, that's the instruments I play or used to play. So I used to, you know, as I said, have music lessons versus music therapy lessons because of my condition. It used to be real good for me to calm my meltdowns versus, you know, just something as a relaxant. I guess it will be like that for anyone, you know, for their chill out, they'll probably run to the music or something that will, you know, calm them down. Anyway, 44, favourite piece of jewellery. Well, that's the hard one because I hardly wear that many jewellery now, and last one I wore basically was what my parents gave me, and I'm not wearing it at the moment because of what they shared with me, but it's my 3-piece ring band of my ring that was supposed to match up with my voucher bracelet of my blue two-piece heart padlock. So, you know, but that one's also my favourite, my voucher bracelet that I got for my 16th birthday of my older sister. I still have it to this day, but I'm not wearing it at the moment because I'm trying to remember that some jewellery now has been actually affecting my skin, so I've got sensitivity to that. Okay, 45. Last sport I played. Last sport I played basically was probably 2-3 months ago. And it was like basically when I got invited by a group of friends playing volleyball versus basketball, rugby or whatever. So I was playing volleyball in the square here where I'm living. So I'll say, pardon me, volleyball. Number 46, last song I sang or listened to. Last song I listened to basically, and I was singing to, even though I can't find my phone right now, it's behind me, was basically, as I said, like I've got too many favourite artists and groups, basically, I might have to go back into my music, bear with me guys. Stacey Oracle is the one. Bounce Back. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of her, but she's my one of my favourite singers in the thing. Anyway, 47. A favourite chat up line or icebreaker. I don't use many of these, you know, when I talk to people, because you know, I try to have the courage, as you know, from my series, to build up the courage just to get off my comfort zone and actually ease my, you know, anxiety versus my social anxiety and everything else that I suffer from, and just basically take it one step at a time. So there's no favourite pickup lines, it's just a quick, you know, smile, and if we do engage with eye contact, then I'll say a quick hello, you know, how's the day going, and then if it leads up to maybe furthermore, you know, if I feel that, you know, the vibe's right, I might, you know, start introducing myself and then start talking. So no, I haven't even used the chat up one. If I had one, and answer the next question down, have I ever used one? 49. Last time you hung out with someone. Last time I hung out with someone was basically Sunday afternoon, or was it Sunday morning? Sunday mid-morning, 11:30 p.m. No, they arrived at 11, but we ended up going out somewhere at 11:30, we decided. So yeah, so it's about between 10 and 11 on Sunday, just gone, been and gone after doing my shut up, but before I did my shut up video, I should say, because you know, my shut up video is usually pre-recorded on Saturday, so it's hopefully live on Sunday, so hopefully I'll be on time this time, so I'm bold, I apologise to all who's been doing. Number 50, last but not least, since it's a tag video and we're doing it all for fun, basically, Mousy said, well, as I've seen in Mousy, basically, in her video, she chose 5, so I guess I'll have to choose 5 at random, don't I? Now I'm fiddling around, here goes my stimmy, making me nervous. Who am I gonna pick? Depending on who's been watching my videos, I suppose, as well as showing constant, you know, courtesy and respect to the ones that may not want to do it. So, you know, in answer to this, I would love to actually bring it out there for someone that she's not in the right state of mind. She knows who she is. I've been talking to her just now on Facebook a little bit after reading her status update. But anyway, I'll pick number 1, Layton. Number 2, Anthony Evelyn. Number 3, basically Megan, she'll know who I mean. They're gonna be New Zealand Kiwis, remember. So Megan Torres, I think is her surname. Don't forgive me if you do end up watching this girl. So Layton, the one for the Layton vlogs. Here we go. He's getting a bit uptight. Anthony from the channel of official, what you call it? What was it called again? Official Hungry Fox, or Hungry Fox official. You know the way it goes. I'm humbly apologise. I'm trying to recall your channel name. Number 4, My Kiwi Family. I can't remember the actual name, but bear with me. I'll just say some YouTube channel names that I can think of that may be of use. So if you do end up seeing your name on the description, please, you know, follow through. Shall I do another boy or girl? No, that sounds a bit sexist, doesn't it? Humbles again. AJ Williams, the one that just recently been commenting, you can be basically the last but not least. So basically guys, that ends the top 50 questions on the Too Much Information tag video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something about me and what my darkest fears, secrets and the know-how leading out to what I said, Pandora's box of secrets. Oh god. Anyway, do feel free to give me the thumbs up for encouragement and showing that you're engaging. Feel free to comment below basically that, you know, of anything versus encouragement or something that you feel that may need to be, you know, elaborated on or what have you. Basically, if not, just a good, you know, feedback or whatever would be good. Seeing the comments, because as we agreed on, as I've started this Sunday support series of my shout outs versus whatever, we need to, you know, engage more. So basically, that's what I'm doing. Also, feel free to basically follow me on Twitter, Facebook if I haven't done so, because obviously on Facebook, basically, of AspieAnswersAll as well as Twitter. Well, Twitter won't have it much, I think, or well, Twitter might, as well as if I've linked them both up. That, you know, my videos will be posted there as well as on YouTube itself for people that may not have a channel versus may have a channel but they're away from it all. I don't know. Choice is yours. Also, basically, feel free to subscribe if you feel to, so that you know where I'm at, basically, for daily, weekly vlogs. Basically, I'm trying to keep my videos consistent, trying to do it Monday to Friday. I know there's a big ask for myself being consistent, but I maybe have to cut down to maybe 3 days a week to load, plus the Sunday to do those shout out Sundays, making sure that's done soon as. So in all for the do, guys, basically, love what you do what you love. Thanks for your support so far. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again soon.